Countless eons have passed since our ancestors traveled to the Promised Land from the Land of Calamity. Eons still have they wandered, aimlessly and scattered. Only when Shershet, the last prophet, proclaimed the dragon's rule from atop the sacred mountain, had our purpose become unobscured, our destinies manifest. United by faith, great rulers of the past bounded petty kingdoms into the mighty Kudonian Empire, a new center of civilization and a launching point for many voyages of exploration and conquest. That is how the barbaric land, later dubbed Nova Drakonia, was discovered, and in it the magical Balta ore, the world's only source of pale iron, renowned for its unique strength and temper. A century later, Nova Drakonia has been crowned by the port city of Swordhaven, and at least partially tamed. But this land of mystery and danger yet calls to the adventurous souls from every corner of the known world. It is with one such adventurer that our tale begins.
Yes?
What do you want?
I'm here.
You board the ship bound for Nova Drakonia, captained by veteran sea dog Vergon III. Your destination is Swordhaven. Gulls shriek and squawk overhead as the salt wind caresses your brow. A new life, new adventures. Whatever awaits, you're ready to face it. The accommodations are modest, but livable. The flow of air from an open porthole keeps the space cool, and the hammock comes with a complimentary pillow. A grain sack stuffed with straw. There's even a table with writing implements, useful for updating your journal. This is a merchant vessel, or so Captain Vergon claims, so the passenger manifest is short. To be precise, there are 6, excluding yourself. Fiona, a young musician in search of adventure. Nostra, a fiery one-eyed warrior. Nicodemus, a renowned scholar. Jehemo, a quick-witted southern sellsword. Gintar, a pious knight of the Empire. And finally, Zanfor, a kindly old man who mostly keeps to himself. An adventurous bard from the faraway kingdom of Muir-Orm, Fiona de Quinlan, is planning to strike it big in Nova Draconia's capital, Swordhaven. The idea had been stewing in her head for a long while, and recently she acquired the means to pay for the long voyage. You don't learn much about Nostra Urheim. She's reluctant to talk about herself, and enjoys hearing about other people's problems even less. The only thing you know for certain, maybe, is that she's from the southern prairies. Nicodemus Pinecone is a scholar from the land of Malvia. Since ancient times, the Malvian Peninsula has been the Empire's center of learning and home to the largest library in the land. It's no surprise, then, that Nicodemus is visiting Nova Draconia to conduct scientific research, or so he claims. Jemahor the Eel is a traveling sellsword from the faraway Kufadian archipelago. Gregarious and jovial, his speech is steeped in sentimentality and cynicism. It's hard to tell whether it's an affectation or his genuine nature. Zanfor claims to be a low-ranking imperial official, though he's well educated in subjects ranging from history to astronomy. When you've spent some time talking to the old man, he tells you you're full of untapped potential. Quite flattering. Gintara Kuldinga is a knight from a landless noble family. He is deeply religious and often expresses his reverence for the divines, particularly the Empire's chief deity, the dragon. Gintar spends much of his time in meditation, and he claims he's traveling to Nova Draconia solely for spiritual reasons. The ship rocks gently upon the calm sea. The ship is a large trade carrack, built for stability on heavy seas, and big enough to carry a significant amount of cargo, along with provisions for extended voyages. The hustle and bustle of shipboard life is too distracting for you to get any reading done. Oh well, hopefully there'll be more time to read once you're back on solid ground. As the ship draws ever closer to your destination, you sometimes listen to the sailors' stories when they're off watch. They share all kinds of amusing anecdotes, from the commonplace to stories so outlandish they could only come from seafaring folk. Yet, whenever they speak of the weird comets above the Gulf of Swordhaven, or of warlocks practicing their craft in western Nova Draconia, Zanfor's face darkens. It seems he takes these topics very seriously. In the meantime, Mending nets requires patience and a steady hand, but you put in the effort and manage to learn the basics. A few days later, the vessel finally enters the stormy sea. True to its name, the dark waves slam relentlessly against the stern, causing the vessel to roll in a nauseating rhythm. The air is thick with the smell of salt and ozone as its heralds, the grim Malamuks, replace the cheerful seagulls to glide in eerie silence beneath the laden sky. You spend the next few days drinking the rough, tangy rum favored by sailors, singing and dancing with your fellows, until fatigue drags you back to your cot. During one such night of revelry, a cabin boy, pale as death's maiden aunt, rushes down the companionway, screaming between sudden peals of thunder, "There's a storm upon us!" You are not alone. Several crewmen are rushing around on deck. The other passengers have also come up, some fearful, some amused by the capricious weather. Captain Vergen roars out, "You must be out of your blasted minds! Get back down that hatch before—" A flash of light and an ear-splitting boom cuts him short. The lightning bolt, the grandfather of all lightning bolts, strikes the main mast, leaving you blind and deaf. You give your head a shake. As your vision returns, you see other passengers still covering their ears, while the crew races to furl a burning sail. A section of the mast lies on the deck, just a few feet away. There's someone beneath it. You stagger towards the poor soul and discover it's Xanfor, an elderly fellow you had spoken to during the voyage. As if bewitched, you fall to your knees beside the dying man. Xanfor fixes you with eyes watery from pain, and you lean closer to hear him over the storm. "Take this, my friend." A bloody cough erupts from him as he produces something from his jacket, a mysterious amulet on a silver chain. "Take it to Agranat the Enlightened in Swordhaven. I beg you. The fate of the world is at stake." Can it be true? How can the fate of the whole world depend on a cheap bit of jewelry? "Agnarat will pay you when—" Xanfor doesn't have time to finish. His eyes roll back in his head, and his final breath escapes with a wheeze. You examine the amulet he gave you. It's a dark prism. Within it, a dim red light flickers. When you press your finger to one of its sides, the crimson glow seems to drift towards it, as if the object were alive and watching you. Still puzzled and disturbed by the urgency in the dying man's voice, you gingerly rise to your feet. The other passengers are all there, along with the captain, who surveys the destruction with an unreadable expression. "Take heed now, me hearties. 'Tis here we must bid each other farewell. This old ship's in bad shape, and the place I must go don't allow no passengers." You and the others exchange troubled glances. Fear not. The shore's but a stone's throw away. We've finally reached Nova Drakonia. Well, except for that poor fellow over yonder." He spares a glance for Xanfor's corpse. "The village is close by. Name of Clamreach. You can find shelter there after you land." Captain Vergen shrugs off your objections, insisting that the ship won't make it to the capital in its current state, and the place where he's now headed is forbidden to outsiders. It seems you have little choice. Nova Drakonia is reputed to be dangerous. You should arm yourself before stepping into the shore boat. The thunderstorm ended as abruptly as it began, the sky once more blue and blank as a new slate. And as the sun begins its rise in the east, for the first time you see land ahead. Nova Drakonia. With a parting salute to the crew, you hop down into the boat where the rest of the passengers are already waiting, and take the oars in hand.
It's locked. Locked. It's locked.
Yes, your drum. Mod Invir. It's locked. Locked.
Aye? Locked.
You call? Locked. Impossible. It's locked.
Uh-huh. It's locked. Aye, I'll head that way. Ah, who needs keys? I'm going. No need to nag.
You're new. What?
Aye? Very well then. I'll take the point.
There
I
is
think
something
I
hidden.
found something. I've spotted something.
This place smells like gog, if you pardon the expression.
Follow my lead.
It has to be done.
I'm bleeding like a stuck pig.
Ah!
Let's see what's out there. I'm here. Nuh-uh. You point, I go.
Ouch! I'm alright.
I'll teach you to growl at me.
On gas.
Aye, I'll head that way. I'll drop you where you stand. It's just a scratch. Is this... I'm going. No need to nag. Very well then, I'll take the point. Follow my lead. Let's see what's out there. point, I go. Aye, I'll head that way. I'm going. No need to nag. Very well then, I'll take the point. Follow my lead. Let's see what's out there. Locked. Bloody thing won't budge. You point, I go. It's locked. Aye, I've still got the magic touch. Aye, I'll head that way. I can't. I'm going. No need to nag. Very well then, I'll take the point. Follow my lead. Stay still so I can gut you. Let's see what's out there. You point, I go. Aye, I'll head that way. I'm going. No need to nag. Very well then, I'll take the point. Follow my lead. Let's see what's out there. You point, I go. Aye, I'll head that way. I'm going. No need to nag. Very well then, I'll take the point. Follow my lead. Not gonna happen. Worse.
Help me, please! Ah!
Let's see what's out there.
Mat inweerd.
Hark, you must rally your party. Hark, you must rally your party.
Oi, mate! What? Oi, I'll head that way.
I'm tired.